Welcome, football stalkers. It's your boy, the master tactician fan, Koza Irvin. As you can see, Remo Loftus Versfeld Stadium. Bona, we're bringing things. I am not alone. As always, I am not alone. I am with Bona. Bona, but not unfair this thing. I must tell you, ne, Kibabidits or this thing even equal. But the kids, but disappointed. But La bona gam, ke Sundowns. La bona ke bomang.
We dominate him.
Ke Calvin. You know, la me ke Calvin. And then Madam Chair, Tlholo. Kamusa tinga opposition.
Spot.
Can I lead Thulani more?
Side note, it shows that they are our rivals. We're not here together.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah.
So we're talking.
Yeah, so we're
United.
And then Lamizumus, Mr. Once was skinny, he's skinny now.
Skinny because of what?
Kubheka. Tada. Look, Khafar, danger man. I hope. Now I like saying this, ne?
No, but
no
you didn't
rules.
introduce him.
I said Thulani.
Oh,
Keep
sorry.
the
Tools. What a boyfriend. Hey, Alevala, everything.
Executive director.
Bona guys, no rules. Bona, you hit below the belt, anything goes. Ahona the rules. La mona mus o no gamlum. No rules.
No rules.
La rules di class no e betla gamlum.
Go over to black and that.
Okay. Kaizer Chiefs. I'm going to start with Kaizer Chiefs because I feel Huri, in our recent discussions we didn't talk too much about Kaizer Chiefs. Let's talk Kaizer Chiefs. Name. Transfers are always an issue when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs. Bobby's not spending enough. Kaizer Chiefs.
90 million.
Chiefs get
Allegedly.
but
According to Sunday,
in the papers.
I hope they have 500K.
Allegedly.
guys, like
Marasarna ki newspaper though. According to Sunday World.
Today they according to Sunday World, 5 September 2021.
So,
Amen.
now looking at Kaizer Chiefs, we as supporters, you always feel Huri, Kaizer Chiefs needs to make a statement in who they sign to show intent or look. We mean business, we want to win titles. And look, bringing Key and Dolly was a big move. As much as, you know, Kaizer Chiefs is always getting slack about bringing in free agents and stuff. But at the end of the day, as long as a player is quality, that's all it counts. Free or young. I mean, for free.
For free, exactly.
But here's the thing: to somehow argue the point, Kaizer Chiefs is not spending money. But let's look at the player Ratsa Kaizer Chiefs. You've got Keegan Dolly, who's earning about close to 2 million.
Nah,
Allegedly.
That one is alleged. That one is alleged.
Okay, I get it. Every conversation we're going to have regarding transfers is always allegedly. It's the same as if you say Sundowns bought Mamang for 10 million, allegedly. We don't have those. Sure. But let's go with it. Ne? Keegan Dolly, close to 2 million salary per month. You've got Kama Billiard, who's earning about 1 point something per month. You've got Nokovic, who's also earning 1 point something per month.
Isn't it 900?
No,
that's
there's no way.
Oh, okay.
Alleged.
There is no way.
Alleged.
You know what that article said? Can I just before? Yeah. That article said, Kama Pilates is earning 810,000 a month. And then they said Nokovic is earning 930 a month. And then Batsutolu Ukhola 1.4 million a month. And then the bottom paragraph said Khama Billiards was the second earning.
Highest earning.
So how is that, if you know Unokovic, you've just written here Unokovic is earning 900. So how is Billiards with 810 the second earning?
No, I didn't read that actually. So
I read it.
No,
but I've even got it on my phone. I screenshotted it because if anyone is going to come to me and tell me, Wuti, you earning 500 rand a month, you earning 400 rand a month, and then when I earn 600, he's the second earning.
Yeah.
No. You with the 4 is the second earning. Kanjani? Akhola 500.
Yeah. But totally, as a team, based on ranking, Doli, Nokovic, Billiard, in terms of earning. Now, amongst these 3 players, you've got about 3 million per month that Kaizer Chiefs is spending on salaries. Ne? And again, assumption is that all the other players are being paid well, not to the level of Khama Billiard and them, but they're being paid well.
I think Parker.
Are we really saying?
left
No.
Sundowns to
Here's
go to
the
Chiefs
thing, right?
because
Here's the thing when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs, right? And this is always said. Kaizer Chiefs is one of the best paying
teams.
Yes.
teams in our league, right?
No.
But it's also one of the worst.
It's the worst paid.
Because Kaizer Chiefs
Like
will
the
literally
gap.
have one player earning $1 million a month, and they will have one who they still paying that
80,000.
contract there, ABC 5,000.
There's no player in the league that earns $1 million. I'm gonna fight that until I get facts. There is no player in South Africa that earns $1 million a month. Your league gives you 15 million after how many games? 30 games, right? Mm-hmm. It gives you 15 million. Loyo mudokola $1 million. Count that.
we tata your uncle.
Like, why would you be playing for 15 million?
But to compare apples with apples, I would equally say, if we compare leagues in the world, the prize money, EPL, compared to how much they're paying the Pogbas, it's the same thing.
Ronaldo.
But they've got better investments.
Yes, but now
The
remember,
league doesn't have it.
But there's certain teams, let's say
but they're
Kaizer
talking
Chiefs,
about
for
Chiefs, and
example,
Chiefs
right?
they have more sponsors.
Yes.
The sponsorship is
Who's
great.
eating that money?
Their marketing
We
is
don't know
well,
that.
meaning
Exactly.
in terms
Merchandising.
of merchandising, it's
And
great.
Chiefs is one of the best teams in this country when it comes to merchandising.
Everything except on the
Marketing.
field.
Merchandising, but their salaries. Ubavuma wayevimba ngamatlavu wakhudi. The first day
That's what
we saw
Tlholo was
Ubavuma-
saying.
That is exactly what
That's
I'm
what
saying.
they're
To say
saying right now.
they have one of the highest
They're not
paid
balancing
athletes,
it, like
and then they still have players who earn 5,000 rand a month.
yes.
So that gap. Pila
Is a
Kaizer Chiefs
problem.
ke South Africa.
Yeah,
O jumpa ka ntle kiri sa babo ka mo ke mekhukhu.
Exactly.
Let me ask you
That's why I'll
this,
fight
based
for
on what
it.
based on what
There's
Tlholo is
best
saying,
plays.
if you have, because remember, I'll go with what Pito said that time about Khama Billiard wanting
even
more,
Ramahla
and he
said.
left, and he said, I want peace in my dressing room.
Yeah.
Do you think having that much gap in terms of you've got 3 players who are earning so much money, and it's out there, and you have players who are earning so little, do you then feel when they go out into the field, they feel their team, or they feel hey, why should I outperform if I'm being underpaid, whereas there are guys who are being paid
Remember
well?
this thing happened to Sundowns during Peter Ndlovu and Mazibuko. Mazibuko didn't want to pass the ball to Peter Ndlovu because Peter Ndlovu was earning more money. He said, so I'm the one who's going to pass this guy and score, and he's the one who's getting more money while I'm getting peanuts.
Why Hopola interview ya Billiard?
Eto never saw Tumpasa because of that. He was earning more or something, and they had an issue with him, and they didn't want to play him. So it does affect the play.
But guys, it's the nature of the game. I feel like with football, right, we can't really compare it to other professions in the sense that, like, it's not like you're an accountant where basic salary entrance, this is how much it is. Firstly, you have a very short career. So if you are able as an individual to capitalize on that career as much as you can, then go ahead. And I really don't understand why we still have conversations about how does it affect the dressing room when this is how it's been for the longest of times. And for one, I don't think it has to change.
100%.
I think if you are smart and your agent is smart enough, hey, babulaye, abapatele chu. You get what I mean?
100%.
Abapatele.
Remember when Billiard left?
Like, let's look at the blunder that Harry Kane just made. By signing a 6-year contract with Tottenham, and he's only 25,000 a week.
Una 26, you're signing.
You signed a 6-year contract. You blundering.
like you are making a valid point.
Even Billiard. Remember how
play a
Billiard
big role
left
in
Sundowns?
all these
I
contracts.
mean, arguably, Pesitao is also one of the flops due to his age.
No.
Yeah.
Pesitao is not the flop. The agent is.
Hence I'm saying
that's what
because of his agent.
Because of the
Yeah,
I'm saying because of his agent.
Remember how Billiard left Sundowns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys know that.
Yes.
He was earning 90,000.
No, you was not in 90.
90. It was on radio.
Yeah.
Abu agent high. It's 90 before deductions. So in South Africa the tax whatever, so you're probably getting 60 with the taxes and everything. Mind you, he's not South African. So where does he send his money? Back home.
Yeah.
How much money is that? It even goes lower. Agent Shuguti, Upiliat is leaving because I think he had 2-3 months before he left.
So he was playing.
No.
He had you playing in that season.
There was a sabbatical.
He had injuries.
Yeah,
He was
I remember because I was one of the people who didn't want him to play. You know, remember when we were playing Barcelona? Billiard, like it was clear that he was leaving. I didn't want him to play that game. He played that game, and I didn't want him to play.
He did play.
No.
That's
I'm not saying he wasn't in the field. I'm saying Billiard to Mutsibang.
But
he wasn't performing.
He wasn't performing. Or not playing Uti Abamfara Kimi.
No,
It wasn't the Billiard
Wasn't that
you know.
season the season where Billiard was being injured a lot?
No.
Even in that very same, it was that season that Pesitao was a star.
Yeah, Pesita was a star. Pesita was a star.
Uzuya Shonupito, Uzi. He contracted Billiard. It was fucked up by. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
You said.
It was fucked up by the agents. The agents fucked up Billiard. Billiard, when his agents went and inquired, why is he getting 90K a month more than someone or a defender who's getting 150K? They wanted to bump it up. Ishiv Zati was Tina will bump it up for you. That's why Billiard left Sundown.
No.
It was paid.
No.
The agent. Billiard wouldn't have left
Sundowns. Billiard was promised number 10. He refused number 10 at Sundowns. Do you know that?
It's not the number. It's
He was promised money
the agent
and number
said,
10 as well.
The agent
as part
said,
of his improved contract. But he refused it because he wanted to go to Chiefs.
No.
Yeah, and
it was new.
Yeah, it was.
I think here's the other thing,
It was
right?
the man.
I think let's also not assume that players move because of sometimes it's got nothing to do with on the field or how much you sometimes
I'm talking about something
and
they
also
said on
we
radio.
know the dealing Bobby we know Bobby to be the person who goes and talks to your parents behind closed doors and things like that. So I think that was one of the major contributors
It was the
as
new.
to
And
him moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because they played a big role with as well.
Exactly. You know what I mean? There's a lot of
Billiard
weight
is
to it.
It's more than just money.
It's more than just a man.
Yeah.
That's why Malulek at Sundowns is not any more than what he was earning at Chiefs. But because he at Sundowns, he only got a long-term contract than at Chiefs.
Udlule interviewer Libese 2 days ago.
No.
When he says he'd advise his kid not to play football.
Not to play. I am hating football. So if you're gonna get a player that was almost the greatest in his team in his time, to tell you that he's close to hating football. It's not even about money.
Yeah.
But he went to Sundowns because Nabua Mamilud. I get what I'm saying, George. I wanted to please my parents and I played for Mamilu Sundowns because I thought this was. And then you come back and you ask yourself that thing. Is it not about you?
For
to a
George,
certain
it was.
extent.
He did say it was about money.
It was about
For a lot of them, it is.
Exactly.
But
All
guys,
of them.
here's the thing, right? Let's speak realistically here. You add a team. Let's not even say Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates.
Like we don't need.
You are
Let's say
at a bottom table team or mid table team, right?
Let's make an example.
And you're earning 15, 20,000, 25,000 rand max.
They didn't even earn that.
They don't even earn that. You know what I mean? You're earning 15,000 rand a month. Sundowns comes to the table and they say, hey, we are willing to give you 70K per month.
Are you going to refuse?
Let's
Is
speak.
that not money laundering?
Let's speak.
That's another thing
wait.
altogether.
But let's speak realistically. You are at a firm, whatever you are doing right now, and they are saying, we are going to give you 5 times what you are earning right now.
They finish the sentence.
But you take it.
No,
why do you blame
at a firm, ne?
when they say to you,
There's a difference.
What's the difference?
No.
There's a
Kubheka,
difference.
remember, at the end of the day, players are still like the people.
They-
It's
they just
employment.
happen to play or to work on
football.
TV.
It's employment,
Yeah.
yes.
They just
And
happen to
just like
happen
them
to-
as an
They play
employment.
90 minutes.
And what Tlholo is basically asking is, if where you are working now, if another employer, a competitor or whoever, comes to you and says they're willing to pay you 5 times more, probably you won't even consider. You'll just leave.
even worse.
even
No,
though
like
Tlholo said,
Yeah.
their careers are short.
Their careers are short.
You can't put the two together. You know why?
Why?
Because at my employer, if my manager is a fuck whatever, and then I'm working 5 days a week, I know Uzi Saturday, Sunday off. That's a different dynamic to playing 90 minutes and 3 days training.
But
That's
but
different.
Skinny,
Wait.
but Skinny, at the end of the day, we're talking about money, not talking
Career.
about
It's fine.
hours.
Money is a fundamental.
As much as they enjoy football,
Yeah.
it's their livelihood. They
It's
need to make
fine.
money.
But then when you're not playing,
You're still getting the money.
Let me tell you now.
I was playing for free at high school. I was playing for free. When I was on the bench,
But who's a croon?
it would hurt me, dog.
No, but here's the thing, right?
Mara,
But here's
I
the
was
thing.
playing for free.
You were doing it as a hobby
As a
and more
hobby,
as something you liked, right?
They didn't.
This is no.
They didn't
This
start
is
Uzi.
I think
yes.
we
That's
can
where they
all
started.
agree
But what
that
we're
when
saying is, at this level that they are right now, it's
But
more
when
than
did they
just what you
start?
love.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
at this point.
it's
It's
employment.
more than it's one person,
But
right? It's just different.
I think what we understand is that if you are a player and you're sitting there on the stands, of course you're going to be frustrated. You
Yeah.
want to be the one who's
Yeah,
playing on
every
the
player
field.
is gonna be
Yes,
frustrated.
hard.
Goals
And it's a
assisted.
huge part. Is that at the end of the day, this is employment for the players. This is and look, it doesn't matter if we're looking at SA, we're looking at Europe.
But yeah.
I'm telling you, if somebody comes with a better deal and says
You
this,
take it, bro.
you take
take it.
And
And
we
it's
spoke
simple
about
as
Harry Kane a
that.
few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
the
again-
man, he's playing 90 minutes every game.
But he wanted
but
to
he
leave.
wanted to leave
And go
because
where? Man City.
What was it about him leaving? It's
wants-
not because he doesn't love Tottenham.
Yes.
Because he wanted better.
Yes.
What is the better?
You want better money. You want better money. You want better money.
Tottenham was winning trophies.
Okay, sharp.
Harry Kane
Okay,
was
sharp.
not leaving.
Okay, sharp. Do you know there are some players?
If Tottenham was a good
do you know
team,
there are some
Harry
players
Kane
that are
was
not
not
playing?
leaving.
But at Sundowns, when they say let's terminate your contract,
Not
they don't
Vala.
want their contract to
Not
terminate.
Let me tell you.
Bangali-
Let me
Bangali
tell
is
you.
still
Let me
there.
tell you something. Let me tell you. Let's look at Mamelodi
Lord
Sundowns as an
Vala. You see
example,
Lord
right?
Vala here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
Easy
Samaora who's sitting in VIP.
How many years
week
he's
in,
been
week
here?
out? How many seasons? Last year I think he played what, 1
That's
or 2
why I
games?
say
Last season.
player situations are not going to be the same.
Exactly, but the point I'm trying to make here is, right, as an employee, right, you having, especially if you are growing old, you probably married or you have a stable relationship, you're a soccer player, you probably have 11
You know what,
kids
Tlholo?
or something.
Let me bring in this example.
These kids must eat.
Let me bring in this example.
These kids must eat.
In the PSL, name. Last season we heard about Bloom Celtics. Recently we heard rumors about Royal AM, ne? About players not being paid. But obviously, Mamkise came out and said what he said. But let's say teams where we hear reports about players not getting paid.
Yeah.
Do you think that very same player who didn't get paid after playing 90 minutes every weekend,
Over satisfied.
and then Sundowns comes and says, "Come, we'll pay you 5 times more." That player will be like, "No,
For you to
I like
sit on
playing.
the stands."
If I go to Sundowns, I'll be sitting on the stands."
Yeah.
Do you think that player will say no?
Will refuse.
Look at
won't blame
Sundowns.
Sundowns.
Sundowns
I won't blame Sundowns.
Sundowns
Me,
bought
I
the left
blame
back
the players.
from Golden Arrows.
Chiefs, re feletse ka mo.
Okay, once again,
most
ebile,
Sundowns.
re taba mo yona, re taba mo mo Sundowns. Cheese. What I wanted to say is, sorry, if Cheese is able to spend 3 million per month
On players.
on players,
salaries.
only 3,
Only 3.
not the rest of the squad.
But why do you guys believe that?
Wait, I'm not sure everything is some assumptions. So why then would people criticize Chiefs of not spending money where clearly we can see your Chiefs is spending money? Because if we, let's say, use that as an example, in the PSL you've got these 3 guys who are earning more than everybody else in the PSL. Whereas at Sundowns would go and buy a 6 million player, whatever. But what about the salary? So essentially you can say maybe Sundowns is a little bit more than Chiefs in terms of how much they're spending, but maybe there isn't that much of a gap between Sundowns and Chiefs in how much they spend per season. So then the question is, why criticize Bobby if Chiefs is actually spending as much, or if not close to Sundowns?
It's what you choose to spend on.
Yes.
I think it's
No,
what
but
you
the
choose to
answer to that
spend
thing
on.
is also simple. It's because of there is no form of equality or equity.
Okay.
I mean, it's one thing if here's the thing, Irvin. If I'm spending 500,000 a month, if I'm spending 5 million a month, and you're also spending 5 million a month, right? And we both have 10 employees, right? If we are both spending 5 million, right? But I'm paying all my employees 500,000 each.
Okay.
I'm spending 5 million. I'm paying my employees 500,000 each, all 10 of them. You're spending 5 million. Mar omgo khola 3 million.
Inequality.
There's a lot of inequality, and we're not the same.
Okay.
On
Which
that
then
point,
we go back
remember
to
when
that
Solinas,
there's a
picture.
balance in the dressing room.
There's a
Like
picture
she
or a
said,
video
it's a
there.
reflection of South Africa. Like a lot of people are unhappy because of
Ke Santoni le Alex go Kaizer Chiefs.
certainly Alex.
Yeah.
Why Obola video Ela Solinas is bowing down to
Billiard.
Billiard. And I told them,
I hated
Batsi, I hate Chiefs
I
because I
hated
hate
that.
Chiefs.
I hated that.
And I'm
moment.
like, there is no way. Danga, if your employer gives you props, they do it on your email. They do it SMS. They call you personally. They don't do it when everyone is. Hey. They don't do it when everyone is watching. And now you're bowing down to a player.
That was very low. Like
It was low.
I wanted to go back
But
to
it's
the
Chiefs,
Yes.
they've never gone up from that.
Like you're saying, each Chiefs is spending on salaries, but
On the-
you're choosing on spending to salaries. What are you getting in return?
Okay,
you know,
here's
you're getting players unhappy because of imbalance.
Yeah.
You're not getting enough money to spend on quality, signing quality. Now you see now where you're going. Sundowns is spending. I mean, let's say 3 million for this argument.
But
You're
gents,
spending 3 million as well, but
it can't be that.
on different things, on quality, and I'm spending on salary.
It can't be that.
Here's a change in So in Europe, when it comes to transfers of players,
Na agree
and teams are performing.
okay, so when a team goes and buys a player, ne, they don't outright take out that money galamsam.
Yeah.
They pay them
They
in
just
installments.
say, hey,
installments.
In depending on the contract, 4 years, 5 years, or whatever. Why are we not practicing at Momo, South Africa, where
Do you know that we are not practicing it?
it
Do you know
doesn't seem
something?
that way?
Me, I know it for a
Here's the
fact.
difference, right? Here's the difference. We are not transparent. In our league or in our football in general, we are not transparent about how much we are spending.
Okay.
Right? There's lack of transparency. In Europe, you know how much who earns. We for a fact. Player. Oh, it's in 100%.
You don't know.
There's no way.
Everywhere.
That's why I always tell
we
people,
lack
Barry
transparency.
Lochi.
No, I
Barry
read
Lochi is
the
not
contract to
earning-
look
Locha,
It's fine. He's not happy, but you can't say.
And he want to go to Sundowns.
You can't say it for a fact. Lodge are happy because of you.
Yeah.
Are we to call up guy?
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about
No, Pirates are on a contract. Pirates we sign you until we sell you.
Lifetime.
So contract that's why I fail. No,
Pirates until we sell you.
contract. Like he's right. So Paris plays out of contract. Plays out of contract. Up and down,
Number 5.
Tlholo. Hey man,
Tlholo,
yes.
Tlholo, I don't know. That man he's been at Paris for more than 10 years.
Tlholo,
same thing.
Dube, I'm sure 4 seasons ago.
Okay, so we've covered Tabayadi transfers in terms of what Chiefs is spending and all of that. Ne? Now, looking at your squad now, Baxter is the head coach, but clearly it seems Ukari as supporters, you're still not unified in terms of believing in Baxter. Some are pro Baxter, some are believing that Kevin Hunt should have been given more time. Looking at your
This one is a course.
You'll come in on what he says.
Sure.
So, look, Keegan Dolly is still a quality. Yes, he's a bit overweight, but we've seen the quality Keegan Dolly possesses. Kama Billet seems to be happy now with Dolly being there. He's playing like the Kama Billet.
But they're always injured, those two guys. You can't like what's up? You know what? You're gonna win the league. No, you can't.
Do you know league to win? It takes
Nokovic
9 points.
Seems to be out of
9
place.
points.
Yeah, he is.
To win the league.
9.
You're
9
paying him
points.
more. You gave him contract, and I dare say,
9
since you've
points.
given him that contract, Nokovic hasn't been that Nokovic that we saw when he came into
Looks
the
like
scene.
a one-season wonder.
It seems that way. But looking at your squad, Honabano, yes, I know Calvin wants you to keep that very same defense you've got on at the moment. But your squad, are you happy? What do you feel changes need to be made? Where and why?
I'm not happy because we signed players, we're not playing them, that's number one. We continue playing the players that failed us. Like
Ramos and Varane.
we're playing those guys.
And then the owner of
Those guys will surprise you any minute. You know?
And he's the
goal of the Chiefs.
Today, Odala center back. Next game, get right wing.
That guy is the god of the Chiefs. Each and every goal. Each and every goal. That man won a celebration.
Parker is busy celebrating. Why are you not happy?
No, you know, I'm not happy because
Lord Parker, you must respect.
Lord Parker is our pandemic. I saw that Honali Castagniana, man.
No, that's your captain.
We are promoting him to play. I mean, I think it's people who hate Chiefs who are saying Parker covers a lot of ground. He pushes, high press,
He does,
and all those
let's be
fancy
honest.
things.
Wait.
No,
okay.
but are you saying there's no new player who can do that better?
The thing is, you know what happens, ne?
What they can do?
There's always
Even
that player.
better.
But,
You know-
but coaches want continuity. With Perez, there's someone that plays better than Wajubando, number 6 was
Mutswar.
There's someone that plays better than Mutswar. Mara, make sure Guti Mau check line up. We ask Guti Mutswar is there. We just don't make enough noise about Mutswari like you guys make about Parker. But at training, we're not there. We're not there. We see it in 90 minutes because it's televised on screen.
But that 90 minutes, are you happy with that 90 minutes?
No,
we're not happy.
That's the thing.
But at
We need to
training,
be
what
happy
happens?
That 90 minutes. Not training.
Now wait, I can buy stories at training. No, wait, I can buy stories at training. Because that is strike has a succoring because it's got training.
No.
Yeah.
That's nonsense.